on the field. You see guys blown coverages. There's something breaking down in the chain of communication. And while we all knew moving Joe Whitt from the box down to the field wasn't going to change anything, I can see why the players might think it might have made a difference, because clearly the communication has just been off this entire season. So what I'm looking at with Dan Quinn now is actually a good question for you guys. Let's say Dan Quinn comes in and we are playing the Dolphins, who have a very mundane offense compared to the offenses we just played. Let's say that goes fine, whatever. But coming out of the bye
apparently
week,
not yesterday.
Yeah, true. But let's say coming out of the bye week, we get cooked by the Broncos. We get cooked by the Vikings. We get cooked by the Eagles, right? It starts to look like the same team that we've seen this entire season. This is my question for you guys. Does that reflect poorly on Dan Quinn? Does it reflect better on Joe Whitt Jr.? Or is it just a non-story and this team is just bad? The players are just bad. How do you guys see that?
I mean, it doesn't change my outlook because I've already not blamed the coaches from the get-go. So, I mean, if we continue to suck, it just affirms what I said from the beginning. But like, I don't know. Do I blame the coaches? I don't. I don't blame the coaches. But, and I understand that this is a result-oriented league. So if you stink, it is what it is. But I choose to look at it more contextual than that. I think Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, and Joe Whitt are actually really, really good coaches. And we're going against elite teams, especially offensively. But all of them are winning teams in this league. And we're getting our butts handed to us for a lack of talent. So if we stink, like if Miami goes off for 30-plus points this week and we only force 1 or 2 punts, I'm exactly where I was last week, the week before, and the week before that. I don't know. Like doesn't change a single thing for me.
Means you're consistent. So yeah, I get that.
No, Tim is right. I think because I've been, one to blame coaches. I've also been holding, players under the fire. At this rate, it would just be, all right, I'm gonna grab another stick off the log cabin so I can put this back in the fire. It just stokes the flame a little bit more. It puts out more clickbait titles for all of us to either A, react to, or B, make for YouTube. It would just be run of the mill. It would just be this 2025 season. It'd be like, oh, defense doesn't play bad again. What a shocker. Does it suck that Dan Quinn calls plays? Yes. But at the end of the day, like, what do we expect? I said this on today's episode that I dropped earlier today. What did we expect going into this Detroit game? We all had hope we could win, but we were going to get our backs blown out like this is the Riley Reid challenge. What do we expect the next couple? Yeah, BTA. Nothing but BTA. Like, Miami is not a great team right now, but they just suffocated the Bills. But the Bills also haven't been playing like the Bills the past, 2.5 weeks. I don't know what's going on with them. I think at this rate, it would just be run of the mill, and I don't see a situation right now, unless it's get everyone healthy and have a really good draft, that would instantly change this within the next 5 months.
My quick thoughts. I think it doesn't change much for me either because, well, I'll put it this. If the team is still as undisciplined as it has been with the penalties and the lack of communication and things of that nature, if it's strictly just because of talent and just getting cooked, no, it doesn't change anything. But we're having the same exact issues. Dudes running into each other, 15-yard penalties every week, unsportsmanlike this. Dudes can't get in gaps. Players not in position to even make plays at all. Yes, I'm going to the Dan Quinn sideways. I am. Slightly. But like I said, bro, you on the clock for me. You got this and 2026, bro. You got the whole next year, get healthy, get together, and just look confident. Cool. But yeah, I'm looking a little bit more sideways, but not like, oh my gosh, give me Dan Quinn right now today. No. It's like,
can you pull your microphone a little closer?
It's I still like why? Like I really like why? Like why is like the same exact nonsense? Like if we're just more disciplined, but we're just getting cooked, I can live with it. All I ask is to be more disciplined. I'm not asking for it to look better. I'm not asking the defense to be more competent. Just don't do as much dumb stuff. Just cut the dumb stuff out. That's all I ask. Get cooked as a lack of talent. I can live with it. But don't get cooked because you're lacking discipline and y'all just out here just doing dumb stuff. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
We got a $5 super chat from Jill Like Sports. Want to say massive thank you for that. Who's the best up and coming position coach that could be our next D coordinator? And you know what's really funny about this?
Tim ain't trying to hit that right now.
Well, you know what's really funny is Joe Whitt.
Well, I have a
Jr.
great answer. I have a great answer.
Well, I was gonna say Joe Whitt Jr. was an awesome up and coming position coach for a long time. The guy was a sensational position coach.
He is again right now.
That's true. What
and that's who should be our next defensive coordinator. Joe Whitt.
Is he like a pass game analyst or something?
He's back in the secondary and coverages. He's a position coach now.
Is he
back in the
coaching
position coach?
for us now?
And that's who should be the next defensive coordinator of this team. Once we get back to the offseason, and you could just chalk it up to this Joe Whitt. He had a rough go, learning experience, and he's going to grow from it, and he's going to continue to get better, and it's okay. Like that's going to be the tact that Dan Quinn takes, because there's really nothing wrong with Joe Whitt's defense other than he has no edge rush. So you have no 4-man pass rush. I don't care who you are. I literally don't care who you are. You could have the Steve Spagnuolo or the best defensive coordinator that you could possibly think of. If you give them these 4 up front, there's nothing. You're not going to call a great defense, especially against these offenses. You're not going to do it. And it's now all of a sudden that Joe Whitt just gets no credit, I guess, for shutting down the Chargers, who was a top 10 offense or is a top 10 offense in the league right now. Scored 10 points, and those came in the first quarter, and we didn't score again the rest of the game. But it's here we are. You just can't. I don't.
So I'm looking at numbers from this past week, and this is according to NFLPro.com. They say the Commanders were 13th in pressure generation this past week across the whole NFL.
13th. Huh?
That has to be capped. That has to be capped.
What was the?
That has to be capped.
What was the blitz rate?
The blitz rate was. Give me one sec.
Non-existent.
Was 29.2%, which ranks 12th lowest.
12th lowest, and we were 13th in pressure rate.
Yeah, 13th highest, 12th lowest blitz rate. That's according to NFLPro.com.
13th highest pressure rate.
Cap.
It doesn't sound right to me.
It doesn't.
Cap. Jared Goff had all day. He can call his mama, call his grandma, call his wife, and then threw the ball.
Honestly,
Cap.
Jared Goff didn't have all day. He got rid of the ball in 1.5 to 2 seconds every play. He just destroyed him. Picked us apart right off snap. Like the first drive, you had immediate throw downfield to Amon-Ra where he dropped it. You had the quick angle route out of the backfield gone in a second. You had the swing route on the right side. You had the play action, hit it immediately to the flat with the tight end. This was the first drive. And the ball's out of his hands in 2 seconds. When can you get pressure? That's why I'm also going to be highest pressure rate. What are they only counting when he held the ball for 3 seconds? Because
who was number 1? Is it the
pressure?
Jets?
In pressure?
Yeah.
The team that generated the most pressure last week was. Oh, this is not surprising because this explains it. I'm so sorry. I think I did it for the entire season.
I still have questions if that's for the entire season.
Oh, okay. Well, it's actually even more insane. If we only look at week 10, they say the Commanders were 6th in pressure rate.
6th in pressure.
And they
on that narcotic.
They blitzed at the 4th highest rate. They blitzed on 46% of plays.
There you go.
Well,
the team that generated the most pressure was the Browns, and number 2 was the Jets.
Because so we have the 6th highest pressure rate, but we came with the 4th highest blitz rate.
Yeah, correct. So they basically mirror each other.
And that is why, or that's the only way that we can generate pressure is off the blitz. That's how we generate pressure.
Yeah.
As we come with the. How many times have you seen this year? I'm sure you've seen it watching these games. Bobby Wagner free to the quarterback. Like how many? And that's scheme. That is Joe Whitt scheming up an empty pressure or no blocking against Bobby Wagner. Like faking the one side blitz, bringing Bobby Wagner, or overloading one side, confusing the offensive line. Like that, it's all of our pressure is a scheme. Like how often have we seen a defensive end just Myles Garrett it and just destroy the right tackle and get to the quarterback? Can you?
I only saw Jacob Martin do that twice. I've only saw that twice.
Maybe, right?
Are you talking
I
about
saw it twice.
league
I saw
wide
it
or
twice
just
in
our
that same
team?
game.
So,
Huh?
some more numbers for you guys.
Yeah.
The Lions, when Jared Goff was not under pressure league-wide last week, he was second in EPA per play. When he was facing pressure, he was 11th in EPA per play.
So still a top quarterback.
Yeah, it's still the top third. But.
Yeah, interesting. And you get this from what? What website is this?
This is NFLPro.com.
Sweet. Do you have to purchase a subscription for this or something?
I think it's like a $9.99 deal. Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
gets you like all 22, all that stuff looped into one. So
wait, you get the all 22 film on that too?
yeah.
When? How quickly?
NFLPro.com.
I'll be honest. I don't like their search menu as much, but it's still relatively.
The NFL.com website is god awful.
Yeah.
It's not great here either. They don't make it easy, but if you are looking for a defensive player, you can find one on the field, but you can't sort by pass play or run plays. Like that type of stuff sucks. But
can you sort by anything on NFL.com?
I don't know. I haven't used it in a while.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do any of that with NFL Plus. And this is okay. I'm gonna ask you for you to send me that later because I'm gonna cancel my NFL Plus because it's awful. That's the one. That's the only way I thought.
Yeah, send me that too. I'll pay the $10 a month.
I didn't know you could get all.
I'm looking at it right now.
People thinking DQ will change the defensive output. Got a rude awakening coming. Whitt was DQ light. I mean, this is what I'll say. They do kind of. I don't know what Dan Quinn's gonna change really. Like, if there is going to be a change, it's going to have to be because DQ is getting more involved with everyone at practice, which on a week where you're flying to a different continent, I just don't know how tenable that's going to be. This is probably the week more than any that you just go, we're not adding anything new. We are what we are here. Yeah, they've got the bye week coming up. Maybe coming out of that, you see something. But even in that case, I don't know if I can look at that fairly and say, oh, that's the DQ effect. No, that's a bye week. That's self-scouting. That's stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it this week. It is irritating. Well, I mean, my only assumption is, again, they're just trying to show that they still care. Like Dan Quinn's saying that I am not satisfied with this. I'm not going to be, quote unquote, insane and do the same thing and expect a different result or whatever. I'm going to make a move and we'll see what happens. And I'm showing the team that I'm still putting in effort. Don't give up on this staff. Don't give up on this team. We still could get to the playoffs mathematically. I mean, likelihood is very, 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 very low. But mathematically, we can still do this. Like, stick with me and see where we can go with this. But other than that, I wish he waited at least one more week, not going against a veteran quarterback with top-tier elite weapons, even though Miami still has a couple of nice weapons. I mean, Devon Achane can absolutely destroy you. Jalen Waddle, I think, is top, 7 or something? Where's Waddle? Top 6 in receiving yards? Or something? Isn't he really up there?
It's somewhere up there.
Am I making that?
I mean,
like 6 or
Achane is
7,
basically the closest thing you get to Gibbs in the NFL.
Achane?
Yeah.
He's Gibbs light.
Gibbs.
He's Gibbs light. He's just a
Gibbs
mini
light.
Jimmy
He's
Gibbs.
explosive as all get out. Like he's a more
better
explosive
receiver out of the
Derek Wolfe.
backfield, but he's not anywhere close to as good of a runner.
Yeah. Okay, we're
Jalen Waddle is 10th.
Waddle's 10th. Okay, so I mean, Waddle's still a very good player. Mike McDaniel can still dial up an offense. The one thing where Miami is going to struggle compared to the other teams we played is their offensive line is not going to be as good. I don't know what the numbers are, but I know Patrick Paul is their left tackle, and I did not like him coming out of Houston. So, I mean, maybe he's developed more than what he is.
I gotta jump in here. So I don't know if you guys were playing college football when it came out after like 10 years off, but I did an online dynasty with my boys, and we all picked. I think the max was 3-star programs, and we all joined the Big 12. But we had like Coastal Carolina and ECU and stuff like that in the Big 12. And my team was Houston, so there's no Houston slander allowed on this channel. I have a soft. I actually root for them when they're playing now. I'm not like I watch their games. I'm a fan now.
I don't know anything about.
I'm
Houston
a fan now.
I was not a fan of Patrick Paul coming
You
out.
said
of the
no Houston slander on here. No,
Tim,
you said
I'm
no.
gonna cue you up for this because this is the play we were talking about earlier. Again, from Jackson. Shout out one of the community members joining in here. I hope DQ won't call soft zone on 4th and 1. So this is the play we were talking about. I have it pulled up. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And this I can also show off the all 22 access that I get.
There you go.
I know Amos
You guys
got hurt
see that,
too.
right?
God,
You see it?
Hey,
You see it?
Okay,
You
so
see
I
it?
will here. I'll back this up all the way. Let's just let the play run through, and then we can talk about it.
That's fine.
So this is on a 4th and 1 from the 18 with 59 seconds left in the first half. So again, Tim, this is the play we were talking about, and you made some good points. It still comes back to me with my point of stuff going wrong on the practice field. But since the comment was about playing soft zone, why don't you go ahead and talk us through this?
Yeah, no problem. So the inside receiver is going to motion out so that Amon-Ra becomes the inside receiver. You have Amon-Ra going to the middle and then going to run a corner route, and then the middle receiver runs a little hitch, and then Williams runs a go. You could see Iganagani, who's the corner, gets sagged in for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Bobby Wagner should be out there, and then Noah Iganagani should be on the little hitch. But because it's Amon-Ra, the Amon-Ra effect, right? They're hyper-focused on Amon-Ra. He gets sucked way too far inside, and Noah Iganagani out of position, thinking that maybe he could jump a quick pass going into, if he tries to get to Amon-Ra quickly. So it's the play call is fine. You have all the defenders on that side that you need. You have 4 covering 3, safety over the top, 3 defenders across, but Noah Iganagani gets sucked in on Amon-Ra St. Brown, leaving, I think, is it Raymond? Wide open there for the first down. Yeah, so it's and there's 0.0% chance that Joe Whitt said leave Khalif Raymond wide open and just go cover triple team Amon-Ra St. Brown. He didn't say that. That's not how they coached it. It's not how Dan Quinn would want it coached. Nobody would coach it that way. But Noah Iganagani, a backup corner, coming into the game, trying to make a play. We're getting our teeth kicked in. The whole thing, it's a recipe for an easy first down, great quick read. And you can see that Jared Goff even wanted to throw it to Amon-Ra quick, but he then gets off of it and goes to Khalif Raymond. So it's frustrating. I'm not going to sit here and say that, I'm happy about this play. When I saw it, I was super disappointed. Just like everybody else, I was like, why do you only have 2 defenders out there covering 3 guys? But it's Wagner and Noah Iganagani not doing their plays.
Yeah.
Go
Go ahead.
You got
it.
No,
I was gonna say if you so like that frame right there, Khalif hasn't even started his route. He's still on the line of scrimmage. He was a delayed start, and then keep playing. He takes like another 2 seconds. He doesn't start running route till right now. So everyone's already got their assignment, their alignment assignment responsibility. He motions out JMO, snaps the ball. There's like a 2-second delay before Khalif even starts running his route. So I think that's part of it. If that was just purely design call, hey, whoever's in, was that the Y? Don't run your route for another 2 seconds because that's just going to open up a hole. That's perfectly play called by Dan Campbell and company. If that's purely on Khalif not knowing that the play started and our defense still went out to get everyone, I don't know necessarily if this is actually the wrong call, but it's just funny looking at the all 22 and it's like, oh, Khalif doesn't start running his route till 3 seconds into the game. I've got a hot pocket ready to go.
So this is my question, right? And Tim, when we were texting the group chat, and I get everybody can't see our text, right? But one of the things you pointed out is Wagner looks to his right early on in this play. I think it's right, like right there. So he's looking in this direction.
Even before that, you can see that he looks outside. Like it's his assignment to be over there at some point, right there.
Yeah, right there. He does the little scan.
So and then immediately he turns that direction, right? That's his assignment is to cover that way because they have 2 guys and they're even dropping Luvu into coverage. So they have 3-on-1 on the backside. The running back's going to get out to the flat, right? So yeah, you have a 3-on-2 on one side, 4-on-3 on the other, and Noah Iganagani just vacates his zone. Good time.
So my question for you is, if Noah's in his right spot, which based on, and this is hindsight obviously, but if he's in his right spot, which is more in this general vicinity, this is still going to be open because Bobby is not tight enough, right? Like we're kind of splitting hairs. This is still going to be a completion either way.
Yeah, potentially Bobby Wagner should have been over more to help cover the 3 receiver side for sure, but he decided to line up right on the quarterback. Maybe he didn't react to the motion quick enough. Maybe with the tight 3, that was what was called for. But I don't know. I'm not in their helmet to know or on the practice field. But I highly doubt Dan Quinn or Joe Whitt was like, yeah, that's fine. Just leave one receiver. Put Noah Yanagini on 2 receivers and Bobby Wagner just go hang out on the sideline, I guess.
Wagner's probably too slow to cover Amon-Ra regardless. Well, this is a perfect segue because this brings us into the next play. And I think this is I just think it's a very interesting play. So
go for it. I haven't watched this one. So this one you're going to get me. Let's see.
Wait. Okay. They didn't start the clip early enough. Wait, okay. So you say you didn't see this one?
I mean, I saw it live, but I haven't broke it down. So I don't know what, I don't remember it off the top of my head. What's the down? Which one's this?
This is, I don't know what the down and distance is. It's a 14-yard touchdown. It's the Lions' first score of the game.
Oh, Gibbs. Okay, Gibbs going to hit the angle route afterwards, and Jordan McGee's just going to get toasted.
Right. So what I've rewound it as far as I can.
Yep.
McGee's on this side originally. McGee is actually the one who communicates to Wagner, hey, let's flip this. So I'm more in position to guard Gibbs. So when we play this, we'll see. Obviously, it is a little angle route. McGee kind of has to get around this traffic here. And in doing so, just gives up that inside leverage. And I mean, he kind of probably takes it a little bit too far outside, actually, now that I'm watching it here. I haven't watched the all-22 on this play yet. This is a tough play for a linebacker to make on a running back in general, much less Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, yep.
Yeah, but going back to kind of the communication piece of it, one of the things I found the most interesting was that it was actually McGee's idea to communicate to Wagner. Wagner is staring at Gibbs. McGee's the one, he says something, and he reaches over and taps him like, hey, let's flip this. And then that's how McGee even gets in position and obviously doesn't stop it, but that just stood out to me.
Another thing is that this route by Gibbs is probably an option. So if he hung out inside, he would have cut out.
Right.
It's most likely an option here that Gibbs could have chosen to go either direction. And
it's just good play design because he's occupied and he's occupied. And like you said, Gibbs is doing he's going wherever he sees the grass.
Yep.
Facts.
And, it's a quick read. I mean, how long does freaking Jared Goff hold onto the football here? Like 2 seconds? Like the ball's out
maybe
before
2
a pressure
seconds.
could even get out. I think we sent
1.75 seconds.
We sent 5, and there's just nobody around him because the ball's out so fast. It's very hard to. There's nothing the defensive line could do, even if you're going to get the ball out that quick. You got to play better coverage than that. But yeah, and this goes to show there's not, as you said earlier, there's not many linebackers that can cover Jahmyr Gibbs, and this is zone. It's not like he manned him up, but that's what the offense gets paid to do. They get the matchups they're looking for. They get they have play designs attacking certain players. Honestly, they could attack several different sides of the field with the same play, obviously, but this is the matchup that he wanted. He got to it very quickly, and a 5-man rush can't even get there.
No. It wasn't even a bad rep by Louisville either, because he brought that tackle all the way around. It was just Jared Goff's putting that ball on second and a half, 2 seconds at the max.
Yeah.
Gibbs run that option route.
His execution.
It's not even a terrible rep from McGee either. Like there's a slight miscue, maybe like that extra.
Right there.
Here, back it up.
That quick stutter step.
Like right here, that final step does it. But again, if he doesn't do that, Gibbs probably just goes outside anyway. And he might not score on that play, but he's going to get it to like the 5.
Yeah, I mean, where's Quan Martin? That's the bigger issue here. Like Quan Martin, the free safety, like he's the one that should have prevented the touchdown. Like, yes, McGee couldn't stop him from catching the ball, but where in the world is freaking Quan Martin going? Off this throw, he's like
for real.
The corner.
What
are you going to do out in the corner route?
Well,
what are you going to cover
actually understands that the word safety is in his name, and it means it's his job to be the safety valve. Yeah. Quan gives up a lot of big plays.
Yeah.
Quan is trash. I'm tired of being nice. He just sucks.
Is Joe Whitt really telling Quan Martin to double the corner there? Like, make sure you overplay the corner of Sam Laporta. That's the play call.
Well, I mean, this is what it always comes back to with me. I don't think we have a lot of talent on this defense, and I don't want to take any personal shots at players. Maybe they are stupid, but I'm not going to call them stupid. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I
don't think he's. I don't think he's a good football player. I'm not saying Quan's stupid. I think he's not good.
Well, no,
it's
but
very hard to play safety, especially against Detroit.
Where I'm going with this is every player on the defense has made a mental mistake at some point in the season, and they've done it relatively frequently. There are some players who do it more than others, but I'm not just going to go, that's because you're stupid and you're stupid and you're stupid and you're stupid. You know where this is where I get to Joe Whitt Jr.
Okay.
Through the first, I feel like we've gone away from the Joe Whitt Jr. scheme conversation, and it's just been like, we need to burn Joe Whitt Jr. at the stake. There's nothing good about him. But the first 6-8 weeks of the season, when it was Joe Whitt scheme, I was saying, guys, the scheme is changing every week. Everything is changing. It's not scheme. It's always been about, if the players don't know where they're supposed to be, it's his job as the leader of the defense. He might call the perfect play, but I mean, he told you when he went to the press conference and he said, hey, we dumbed down the playbook because nobody could figure out what we were supposed to do. He was telling you that guys don't know where they're supposed to be. But even in that situation, after dumbing it down, we had 2 blown coverages in the first 20 minutes of this game where guys were running wide open. And I'll try to pull up the other one. It was quarters. You guys might know the play I'm talking about. I'll try to pull it up. But this is where I get back to Joe Whitt Jr. And this is honestly where I don't think any of us have an answer, because unless we're at the practice field, seeing how he's talking to them in the meeting room, seeing how he's communicating with them, we're not going to have an answer. But when the defense is this bad, we just got to try to figure out something.
Yeah, I mean, you have to lean on their history, right, at that point. And in Dallas, I mean, it was pretty universal that everybody considered that secondary that he coached up to be phenomenal. Right, Diggs led the league in interceptions. Deron Bland led the league in interceptions. Like, he got other guys
and pick sixes.
Maybe
Dallas
it wasn't
number 1 in EPA during the DQ and Joe Whitt Jr.'s time in Dallas.
Yeah, and he's like, anyway. So there's obviously a lot better pass rush over there as well. They had Micah. They still had Lawrence, I think, for a few seasons.
Yep.
Now he's somewhere else, right? He's in Seattle.
Yep,
he's in Seattle.
He scored 2 touchdowns last week.
I was about to say,
you didn't bet that.
No,
yeah, that
dude.
Now you ain't bet that.
Yeah,
would have retired. I wouldn't be talking to you guys.
And
I'd have been a millionaire by now.
Is Joe Whitt a bad coach? I mean, I personally just don't think so. I don't think he is. But I agree with you. We can't know what the conversations like are in there. I mean, have the players come out and talked about it? I doubt it. I hope not.
I don't think so.
Like DJ Swearinger, I remember when he was here with Jay Gruden, he just came out and said, like, this freaking practice sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this coaching staff's awful.
Yeah.
The closest we got with Sainer still liking the Instagram comment, either him or his wife. His wife's a reflection of him. Like, if she liked this, because
they won. Wife liked it. He's saying that, like, I don't like this guy. Huh.
Let's say there's that, and there was like the first week of practice under the new regime talking about some players are complaining the practice is too hard. We're all like, no, because you haven't been coached properly in 4 years. Were we wrong to be like, oh, maybe these players are just morons, or coaches just don't know how to communicate?
No, right, for real.
This is the play. So watch this. This is, I don't know what down and distance it is. It's at the Washington 31 early in the second quarter.
There we go.
I mean, just all the space in the world. We got quarters here, and there's just nobody close.
There's nobody.
What do you say?
What's the down and distance here?
First and 10 to 11 minutes left in the second quarter.
This is the best clip that you showed that would make me hate Dan Quinn. I hate cover 4, especially on first down. Hold on though. Okay, this is very strange. We have 3 guys on the left in the flat. Like, you have Lubu dropping back in coverage. You have a linebacker. Why
So
is
if you've heard that before, this is very strange.
why is that linebacker? Hold on. Which linebacker is that one? Is that McGee standing next to Wagner right on the left?
This is
That's
Luvu. This
That's
is McGee.
Luvu.
This is
Why is
Wagner.
McGee there?
Wagner.
Yeah, you've got 2-on-2 and
Five
five on 3.
Yeah, but depending on where the running backs go, like there's no way that those two are supposed to be standing right there together.
No, there's no way.
Look at Luvu and McGee; they're standing in the same position.
Look at Wagner.
What are we doing, guys? When's my meal?
Oh my gosh!
But this is what I'm talking about. Like this is a communication issue. This is where I get mad at Joe Whitt Jr.
Doesn't Bobby have the green dot too, or does McGee actually have it?
I think it's still Bobby.
I think it's still Bobby.
It is Bobby.
Is it
McGee
Mick?
has it when
Is it-
Wagner's not on the field.
What in the world? I mean, Jordan McGee is
What
definitely.
is this nonsense?
Even Luvu's like, old
What
man.
the hell is this?
McGee is out of position here. Why is he
He
not on
gotta
the
be.
inside?
Yeah, McGee's doing anything. What the hell?
Or Wagner is out of position. I mean,
I
maybe
think
So
Wagner-
Wagner.
he's
Wagner-
covering the tight end.
I'm gonna blame the YN on that one. We're gonna blame the YN. I'm sorry. I'm blaming the YN. I'm not blaming old man Bobby. I'm blaming the YN.
I mean, I don't know. The way it plays out, McGee and Luvu are in the same zone.
There's no way that's what he called. There's
It's
just
probably-
no
Yeah, McGee definitely out of position, bro. It gotta be McGee.
You have a rookie there, right? Or is McGee the second-year player?
Second year.
He's second year.
Yeah, Pig. I'm gonna
He's still a YN though. That's what
No,
YN do. YN things.
I mean, Joe Whitt definitely didn't call this. This isn't what he called, but
He definitely didn't call this.
Timeline was supposed to be for communication, and this happens.
It's crazy. It's
He did call it, but
it's not good. It's not good at all.
I gotta laugh, bro. 'Cause this is hilarious, dog. Like, what is this nonsense, bro? What is this nonsense, bro?
They're standing in the same spot.
They're the same exact spot. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Look at the space over here.
He's so much space. If they back up any more, that's probably 6.
Look
If
at
he don't go tackle him, that's 6. That's
Quan
crib.
out of there.
All right.
He's out of there because Quan not gonna tackle. He can't tackle us. But yeah, he gonna get in the end zone over with.
I appreciate you having me on, Grant. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go call the game play-by-play, but I appreciate you having me.
Oh, for real? All right,
And,
well, have fun.
Yeah. I just decided to hop on. As I said, I was amped enough in the text message to go ahead and get on here. And
Nah,
Guys,
for real.
check out
Tim was lit.
channel, link in description, all that good stuff. Make sure you go drop him a sub over there. It does great stuff.
appreciate it.
Hell
But
yeah.
Anyway, it was nice talking
Thanks
to
for
you guys,
hopping on.
and I will talk to you guys later.
Tim Tirico, go be great. We're gonna call him Tim Tirico from now on.
Tim Tirico.
But what is this nonsense, bro? Like,
It is
what is
absolute
this,
nonsense.
bro? What is this? What is this nonsense, bro?
You guys,
Dude,
you
all-
guys remember being a little kid and like whether you were with your boys or you're in PE class and you were playing capture the flag.
Yeah.
And, like you always,
Yeah.
you knew who the fast kid was in class, so you always had to keep eyes on him. He's down here, and this is just the kid that gets picked last and everything. We don't worry about him. We'll leave him over there. We'll give him.
Mhm.
We don't care about that guy. He the guy I don't want to care about. We don't care about that guy. Okay, you don't care about that guy?
Let me
Dude,
back
all
to,
Khalif has to do is
okay,
just
go.
keep running down the middle. And he gets a touchdown. Let's be honest here.
yeah.
Exactly. Because Quan's not going to tackle him, bro. Me, you, and Grant, no, he's not tackling, bro. Quan going to hit with the little shoulder lean like Young Joe. He going to hit the, oh, see you later. Touchdown.
And separate his shoulder again.
I did it again, guys. Oh.
Let me catch up on the comments here. Grant, you have Dan Quinn's email. Shout out to Trey from the Sports and Things podcast. They had me on recently. Literally one of the funniest times, one of the funniest moments I've ever had on camera happened there. So make sure you go check it out. I think Ron
I'm gonna go check
Rivera
that joint
is
out.
available if he's looking for a DC. You guys remember when they asked Ron Rivera what the problem was and he said quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Wagner's probably too slow to cover Amon Ra. Wagner's too slow to cover everybody in this live stream right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I cook Bobby Wagner. I send his ankles to the shadow realm. Stop playing. He went,
When's everyone going to start blaming management for putting this team together? I don't blame Adam Peters. I don't. My channel's heard me talk about this enough. Either one of you guys want to talk about this?
You want to, John? All right. Look
Go
here.
ahead.
Can we stop blaming Adam Peters for every dag on thing? Jesus Christ. Golly, bro. All right, cool. He put all these old guys on the ARP fan club. Okay, bro. All right, I get it. Zach Ertz is old as heck. I get Bobby Wagner's old as heck. I get Von Miller is a elder statesman / need to retire next year, but don't want to refuse to retire. I get it. Fine, whatever. Outside of those three, was anyone that old? Like Javon Kinlaw was relatively young. The draft class, of course, is all rookies. Duh. Frankie Louvu wasn't old last year when we picked him up. Like, just because we have the oldest roster in the league doesn't mean we have a league of old men. Like, we don't have like 55 million 30-year-olds. Like, it's like 5 30-year-old players on the team.
They also did
those three, Tunzel, and like that's about it.
They didn't plan on signing Von Miller. It was like, oh, training camp has started. I don't have a team. And it's like, okay, well, we'll bring you in to be a specialty pass rusher on third down. And now he has to start because we have so much injuries. But Von Miller was never even in the picture to begin with.
No.
Exactly. And another thing I want to bring up is, the roster construction sucks. Why we trade for Laramie Tunzel? Laramie Tunzel is a top 5 tackle in football, you idiots. It's going to cost you to get one. He didn't want to trade a first-round pick. That's what you have to do. That's what has to be done. Like, wake up. Smell the coffee.
I'll do that one every time.
And then, Josh Carney stinks. He just had his best game of his career Sunday. Leave Josh Carney. And I've been critical with Josh Carney too. So I need to also leave him the heck alone too. But let's leave Josh Carney alone while we at it. Oh, but they drafted Cooper DeJean. But they took Mikey over Cooper. Bro,
he's up and down.
Bro, Cooper DeJean is a dog, and I get it. I understand that, but he preferred who he preferred. I can't get mad. Mikey does have, 7 career interceptions? Mikey's not a bad football player. We are like Mikey Sammer still is straight garbage. Yes, he's been getting cooked this year. I get it.
But so is everyone.
It's been feast or famine. He's either caused a turnover, got a PBU, or got deep fried and sauteed with no seasoning. I get it. But, God forgive me, but damn! But dang, bro. Like, y'all, like, Mikey is just garbage. He's not garbage. Like, he is still a decent football player. Like, Benson, he don't get to play enough. Like, how can we judge Benson and he don't get to play enough? He don't get a chance to catch the football. They just spam Zach Ertz all the time, and he's 85 years old. I want to see freaking Benson. Jordan McGee sucks. He barely gets he's playing now. Like, can we just be patient? Like, the whole Adam Peters blaming thing needs to stop. Like, he had 2 off seasons. He had no foundation. He had Jay Gruden players, and that's it. He had Jay Gruden players and Quan Martin, who was okay before they got here. They purged all these guys. I get it. Emmanuel Forbes is a lot better in LA. I get it. Cam Curl looks a lot better in LA. I get it. So people are, we could have kept these guys and we've been fine. Well, they ain't fit the scheme, dummy. Like, we got to stop blaming Adam Peters for every daggone thing and start looking at everything in retrospect and actually have some context to it. They brought their guys in. Last year was lit. This year sucks because everybody named Mother's hurt. Can we wait till year 3 before judging people, please? Like, that's why I'm kind of like not on the fire Joe Whitt thing. I'm like, hey, get these guys another season. Give Joe Whitt some more talent. Maybe it might look a little better.
You know the crazy thing to your point is about us not having an old folks home. I think every single person who's gotten injured this season is under the age of 27, besides Eckler.
Except for Terry. And
Terry, yeah. But like Jaden, Luke, Noah.
Oh yeah, Wise too.
Wise
is 30, I think.
Armstrong, Harris, Amos.
Yep. All of them are YNs, unquote. So what are we crying about, bro? What are we crying about, bro? The old dude's actually still playing. Old man Ertz still out there playing. Old man Vaughn still playing.
And this is the thing. This is the thing too. People are getting mad that if someone's trashing AP and it's not about the draft picks, it's about the age and not spending the money, right? Well, he's not spending the money because he's keeping flexibility, knowing that our rookie quarterback's going to make $70 million a year in the next couple of years. Now, this offseason, he's got to spend the money, and he's got to spend it correctly. This is the most important offseason the Commanders have had, and I don't know how long. But him not spending the money is specifically so that this year and next year, he has the flexibility to spend it how he wanted. Also, the whole reason when people say, oh, he went bargain bin shopping, the whole reason was so that he could make us a competitive team, get vets in the room to develop the young guys while not committing. Also, don't know if you guys know this, teams aren't very eager to let their young superstars just go to free agency. I don't know if anybody's pulled up the upcoming wide receiver free agency class. It's trash. Like the best player on there's like Christian Kirk. So what do you want him to do? How do you want him to acquire these players? Oh, you want him to trade for him? Okay, well, he actually goes and does it. And the Marshawn Lattimore thing didn't work out. But I get so mad at revisionist history. When he made that trade, everyone was saying, I'm so glad we have Adam Peters. Oh, man, this is unbelievable. How did we pull this off? It hasn't worked out, okay? But when at that moment, we had a Super Bowl. We had a chance at the Super Bowl. And you can't say we didn't because we got to the conference championship game. And he knew Emmanuel Forbes and Michael Davis and Benjamin St-Juste was not the cornerbacking room that was going to give you a chance to win the Super Bowl. He had to make a trade for a corner. He did. It didn't work out. You don't use hindsight for every single minute detail. And yes, he gave up a third and a fifth and a sixth. That's not exactly sending the farm for Deshaun Watson and then he basically never plays for you. Like, yeah, I would like to have that third-round pick right now, too. The Laramie Tunsil deal is even worse. I know how bad we are, and I would love to have the 38th, 39th pick, whatever that second-round pick is going to end up being for Houston. But in the first round, let's say we draft an edge. Let's say we draft a corner, whatever. We shore up the defense. When that second-round pick came up, we would all be saying, AP's got to nail the left tackle right here. We have the left tackle, and he's not a rookie, but he's going to be in his prime for another 3 to 4 years, which is when you're in this rookie window. And when you're not in the rookie window and Tunsil's 34, 35, he's off the team. Everything lines up. So that's my rant about AP. People are just angry and they want someone to scapegoat. They want someone to criticize, and they're throwing daggers at anyone they see.
That's true. That's true.
The
wide receiver, the 26th wide receiver class, as of right now, this is where contracts end. This is where everything happens. It's Debo. It's Mike Evans, but we all know he's going to return to Tampa.
Yep.
Christian Kirk.
Might hang it up.
Or that. Jacoby Myers. He'll probably get a long-term contract. Juwan Jennings.
That was part of the trade. They probably said under the table sort of agreement. We'll extend you.
Probably. Diami, Tutu Atwell, Hollywood Brown, Juwan Jennings, the white man, Adam Thielen, D-Hop, Khalif Raymond, Jahan, I still can't become a wide receiver 3, although I get all the chances. Dotson, Dortch, Noah Brown, Rashid Shaheed, Keenan, I finally became the Chargers all-time leading receptions leader. Allen, Josh Reynolds, Tim Patrick, Elijah, I still can't make myself a wide receiver more. Allen Lazard, I rely on Aaron Rodgers Lazard. You scroll all the way down past Hunter, I still can't find the field to run fro. Braxton, I'm still another just white receiver who can't catch. Barrios, Kendrick Bourne. The biggest name on this list is going to be George Pickens, but I see him getting a contract inevitably. And then
isn't Alec Pierce a free agent too?
Alec Pierce is it's the Commander's hope. Alec Pierce.
I like him a lot. And then it's guys like Jalen Tolbert, no thank you. David Moore, no thank you. Laquan Treadwell. I forgot about him.
I remember that ESPN documentary they did on him back in the day.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Like Cody White, DJ Montgomery, Bo Melton, Mitch Tinsley, Malachi Corley, Gibson, Xavier Gibson, like a whole bunch of young depth practice squad people. Like maybe Jalen Coker, I would throw like a 1 year, $1 million contract just to bring some youth. But it's not like the big names I see getting re-signed real quick. Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, and George Pickens. So take them off the boards. It's Kirk. It's Debo. It's Tutu Atwell. Like makeup. Like who are we gonna be like?
I thought Wanda was free after this year. I thought his contract runs out.
He probably is too. But like, are we really itching at the bit for a Wandale Robinson home breakout season in Washington? I'm not. I'm not.
He bet what the hell we got. He bet what the hell we got. He bet what the heck we got.
I want to talk about this comment here. This is from the same person who started off this conversation about AP. The way AP is moving, it's going to take at least 2 or 3 more seasons to have a decent team. The way that if Howie Roseman was our GM, it would take 2 to 3 seasons to be sustainable. I think that's a better word. To sustainably win. It would take Les Snead. It would take Brett Veach. However you want to cut it. Did you watch the preseason? We in 3 games we lost by an average of 24 points per game, which is what's happening to us right now because the same guys who played in the preseason are playing right now. You don't fill these slots. And yes, we're missing a draft pick. We're going to get a compensatory pick for John Allen, so we're going to have 6 instead of 7. Is that one pick? What would have been the difference between us getting to filling out the roster completely versus not being competitive? No, these things take time. We had the worst roster in the NFL by a long shot. I know the Jets suck. The fact the Jets had Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams and Quincy Williams and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, they did a great job drafting. It's not any of those players' fault. It's not the GM's fault. And this is why you can't look at results. You have to look at the process. You have to look at what did they try to do? Where did it go wrong? Should the Jets GM be fired for drafting Quinn Williams and Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall? No. But just because they're losing games, no, absolutely not.
No. John Allen won't be a compensation pick because we released him.
I thought we were getting a compensatory. I thought it was supposed to be a compensatory 6th.
Not this year, at least. Maybe next year, but not this year. We have 2 6s because of the or 2 7s because of the B-Rob trade.
Huh.
We got 2 6 because of the B-Rob trade. I think we
got the 6
have
back.
1 7 for now.
Debo.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, like it's because we let him walk. It's not that we necessarily like made some big move. It's we were like, nope, we don't want you. Have a nice day.
We also didn't spend a lot of free agency either, like big money. So we
didn't spend big money, but we spent a lot of money. We just spread out the wealth.
You know what it is,
we ain't
guys?
spending.
We're supposed to get a comp pick for Fowler because Wise went down. We're supposed to get a 6th round for that.
Oh.
We're looking in the 6th round now. We got 3 6.
Oh, because Wise went down before he played 4 games. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I see some comments right here from Sean Taylor in Miami. Drake May's #1 MVP race. He said something about Jaden Daniels. The 7 injuries in a year and a half.
He's a Jaden.
This number's been changing. He commented on one of my videos recently that he had 8 injuries.
Yeah,
he counted Jaden getting the wind knocked out of him as an injury. Like,
yeah. Well, if you scroll up further, he said, "Who is this sped kid talking about Tone?" I was like, "That's disrespectful."
Was he talking about Tone? I don't know who he was talking about. I didn't see this when it came in, but I mean, he's watching us. He's choosing to listen to sped people talk in his free time.
He is. I agree.
That's fine. If you want to call me Special Ed, that's fine. Have a great day. I'm not even about to. I ain't about to.
That's like my outro. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Go about your life. I ain't about to entertain your nonsense.
No.
Drake May wasn't the right QB for us. Jaden is still the right pick. So I've been open in saying this. I wanted us to draft Drake May. I am totally content with Jaden Daniels because Drake May is having a great year. Not talking down on Drake May.
Nope.
He's had some really good games. He's mostly played a bunch of trash cans. Now, when he did play the good teams, he looked very good. But I also saw my quarterback look really good when he played some good teams. So Drake May's got some way to go. There are definitely things to like about him. People are going to point to availability right now, and that's understandable why. But it's too early to call this race. We're a year and a half. We know it's a Jaden and Drake May race. Caleb's not in it. Bo Nix is not in it. McCarthy and Penix, they're not in it. But
definitely not.
Too
JJ
early.
is trash.
Drake May is great, though. I'm not taking that away from him.
Drake May's a dog. I love Drake.
I do too. I initially wanted, ironically enough, the first 2 months of scouting, I was like, all right, I want Drake May Washington. I think he would fit, whoever we're going to draft. He looked more polished. And then I looked at Jane Daniels and I went, so I'm going to eat some crow for this, but let me go get Jane Daniels. Give me the athletic, big arm, can be mobile quarterback. Now, the problem is I think I liked Drake more because of his size and stature, being a little bit more of a thicker frame quarterback. Because Jaden takes
a little younger
all
too.
hits all of the time.
Yeah.
Where at least Drake is like, if I'm gonna take a hit, I'm at least gonna get this ball out, regardless if it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
More changing numbers here. AP spent 8 draft picks on Tunsil and Lattimore. It was actually 7.
Seven.
And one of those 7 was swapping fourths, so it was really 6.
And then it was a 5th in a Lattimore trade, so you already spent 5. So let's stop the nonsense, bro. Like, this is stop the nonsense, bro.
Tunsil's
Please.
worth the picks. Watch the film. Exactly. Tunsil's been a top.
Thank you.
Tunsil's been a top 3 left tackle this year, just like he is every year of his career.
Yep. Penalties aside.
Dog. This is a dog.
Sorry, my phone. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good, bro. This is your show. I mean, your show's fine. But yeah, I don't understand like people just hopping on this negative Nancy narrative. All right, I'm gonna cut the Jaden thing out. Look here, bro. Like, yes, he's gotten hurt a lot. Like, with the rib and the knee this year and the hamstring. Jane needs to protect himself better.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think I'm gonna put some onus on Cliff. We don't run under center enough. I don't think you don't run the ball enough to stay balanced. And I've been saying this all year. We are 3-1 when we run for 150 yards or more, and it's actually the game's in the balance. We're 0-6 when we don't. That's the identity offensively. Like, Cliff needs to wake up, cut the nonsense out, run the football. He does it with Marcus Mariota. Oh, shoot. All right, back up quarterback. I need to run the football. Jaden's in 5. Save the day. Bro, what the freak? Cliff be pissing me off with that. That's something that really grinds my gears and annoys my everlasting soul with Cliff Kingsbury. Run for football. Gosh sakes.
Well, we got some betting odds, and this is not gambling. Odds to be the New York Giants' next full-time coach. Lane Kiffin at 4-1, which shocks me. He's staying in the
He's coming to Florida, baby.
I think he is going to Florida. I do think he's going to Florida. He might stay at Ole Miss. So they might have to fork out for him, but I don't think it's Kiffin. Cliff at 5-1. Jesse Minter at 6-1. Clint Kubiak at plus 650. Halfley at 7-1. Gruden, Garrett. Jason Garrett would be hilarious. Joe Brady, I could see that kind of, although I think there are other spots that make more sense. Mike McCarthy, Bill O'Brien. But Cliff, I get Lane is the betting favorite, but I really don't think he's leaving the SEC. Because why would you?
No.
You make more money in college, and you have more long-term security.
I've said it the past 2 weeks. The greatest job in the world is a fired Power 4 coach.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the greatest job in the world. I can go get a massage. I can drink a Mai Tai and still make $668,000 a year from Penn State, per month. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that number is pretty low.
Yeah. No. It's $668 per month. Brian Kelly's is even more, which is outrageous.
No, for real.
Like, coach, you want to slide this couple dollar bills over here? We all could afford, a few $1,000s from you. You don't need it all.
You don't need it all, my boy. Your bills paid. You know what I'm saying? You good, big dog.
Yeah, mine aren't. I need my bills paid.
Mine aren't. So keep a couple dollars, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point in the season, there's really not with the defense thing that's obviously been dominating the storylines with all the changes and everything. I guess the one other big picture question that is still looming out there, and I know this is a very fiery topic, but should they bring Jaden Daniels back? Yes or no? Someone, I wish I could remember who, someone in the media asked DQ at his press conference today, does the demotion, does the loss on Sunday, does that change their plans with Jaden Daniels? DQ very predictably said, haven't even thought about it. If they lose to the Dolphins, I don't see him coming back. If they win, maybe. Like, if they go out there and the offense scores 35, 40 points and they feel like they're in rhythm and they can get Jaden some good reps, good for his development when he comes back, maybe there's a chance. But if they're sitting there at 3-8, I just feel like they can't.
No. Because we had this whole debate when all four of us were on Tone's show and Tim was on. And he was saying, you've got to get Jaden the reps. I'm taking my shoes off because my feet heard like a motherfucker. It's been a long day at school because I'm still the youngest out of the three. I'm still at school today. No, I've been saying this for weeks. I said this when the second injury hit and he missed a game or two. I said, put him on IR, save him the 4 weeks because that also opens up a roster spot for someone to be elevated. Now with Treylon Burks not playing, Jaden not flying out, Terry not flying out, Deron suspension, you just opened up like 3 roster spots. You've got to elevate every single wide receiver on the practice squad. But should Jaden play, I don't even think if we win against the Dolphins, it would be worth it because it's the Dolphins right now. But John, he just beat the Bills. I'm sorry. And the Bills beat the Chiefs. Cool. The Chiefs also aren't a super team this year. If the Bills had beaten, the Colts and then they lost, different conversation. Because the Colts are the cream of the crop right now in the AFC. They beat the 5-4 Chiefs, and then the Dolphins beat them. Same situation. The Panthers beat the Packers, but then lost to the Saints. It's every given Sunday. So I say no with Jaden, strictly because we are playing hot potato, jump rope, and twister with the NFL injury bug. He's had 3 in 7 games that he's actually played, because he's missed at least 2. That's 3-7, 3-6. All we need is 1 concussion, or the other arm getting hurt, or a twisted ankle that affects the ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus, LCL, and his quadriceps. And now he's gone for a year, and this puts us next season without possibly Mariota, possibly Cliff, and now possibly without your starting quarterback. So I say no, regardless if he needs the reps. He needs muscle. I don't know if he needs the reps.
I'm iffy on it. I can't say yes or no. There are pros to it. Like, yeah, he does need the reps. I'll play this. It's a caveat. I'm sorry for kind of giving a cop out here. I'm sorry if I'm copping out, but if Terry McLaurin and Jaden are ready to play, yes. If they say, bro, Terry ain't ready, put Jaden and Terry both on season injury reserve. Fold, tank. I wish they traded people at the deadline. They should did. They did in 2023 when they traded Montez and Chase and sent them both to different teams and let them go prosper elsewhere. They should just did it. They should said, screw it, forget the crap. Just look here, bro. Prosper. We saw what happened with Chase, but whatever. Just bottom out. Just cut the nonsense. You already had the franchise quarterback. It's okay to bottom out one season if it bounces back next year. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But they want to win and they want to fight. They want to scratch and claw and like all the mantras. We're Rough Riders. Anytime, anywhere, anybody. Anytime, anywhere, anybody. You can get whooped, get spanked, get obliterated, BTA, whatever you want to call the nonsense. Anytime, anywhere, we get spanked. So go sit everybody down. Even Treylon Burks is hurt now. Like what? Like Trey Amos broke his fibula. Like bro, just stop. I can't take it anymore. I personally don't want to see Jaden come back because if he gets hurt again, I'm gonna just be heartbroken. But if him and Terry are both ready to play, I am okay with it. But yeah, if both are not ready to play, sit both of them. Like I don't want to see Jaden come back to 4-finger Treylon Burks, Robbie Chosen, the remnants of Deebo Samuel, and all the receivers in the shadow realm. I don't. So, okay. Jaden and Terry both ready to go? Yes. Both of them not ready to go? Send them both to the IR and just fold and just bottom out. Like, screw
it. Question for you and for Grant. I'm taking over his show now. To caveat your caveat. Will Terry ever be ready this season? I'm sorry.
I don't think so. So that's why I'm like, yeah.
So let me just give a very quick update here. By the way, guys, I got to get out of here in like 10 minutes, like hard deadline. But so quick update. The players who are not traveling to Spain, Jaden Daniels, Treylon Burks, Ali Cajo, Trey Amos. Terry McLaurin is traveling to Spain, but they already ruled him out, and it's only Monday. So this is going to be his 3rd missed game. Because they didn't put him on IR. Now, granted, they have mismanaged IR already this season. If I'm
No
looking
Brown,
I'm
Terry
looking at it
McLaurin.
how it should be, 3 games bye week. They didn't want him to miss the 4th game. They're thinking he's coming back after the bye. If he's not on the field in the game after the bye, which is the Broncos, that would be the 4th game, and it would mean they mismanaged it again.
They've already mismanaged. If you put him on IR week 3, we are in week 10. That is 2 straight IR appearances he would have had to make. Because 4 straight games, 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 4 is week 11. Here we are today. It's not Steiner math. It's not Braun Breaker math. It's not even the math they're teaching right now where you can't carry over the 1 because 1 plus 1 equals 3. It is simple arithmetic. 2 plus 4 plus 4 is week 12, which gets us into the bye week. Oh, could have been healed up. But no, he's week to week. We need to monitor his status. We need to assess after the bye week. The only thing we know how to assess right now is what zone coverage is going to get cooked more, cover 1 or cover 3.
This is funny because she does keep me on the timeline, but she's very generous. You know, we're supposed to be watching some show together right now, and
It's a good
I'm
woman.
keeping her waiting. But anyway, not to distract.
Poor lady.
Why send someone who isn't playing? Well, I mean,
Morale.
have you guys seen the rumors? And
What up, Joe? What up, Joe?
I can't confirm if this is true or not, but there's been rumors that Terry hasn't been going to the home games, wasn't there at the Lions game. Don't know if it's true or not. I think it's just because we get clips on Twitter of Jaden being there and we don't get them of Terry, so we'll probably never know. But why send someone who isn't playing? It's good.
I mean, it's a free trip to Spain.
But what I don't understand is they didn't fly him to Atlanta so that he could stay home and rehab. They didn't fly him to, I think, Dallas so that he could stay home and rehab. Yet internationally, we're gonna let him fly. But Jaden, who got injured more recently, is not good to go over. Oh, we got a guest on the show.
Say
Baby
hi,
Tech.
CJ.
Baby Tech.
Baby Tech.
Baby Tech.
CJ.
Now, question: can he play corner or safety?
I think he can play both when he get older. Amen.
We need
That's
to
the
leave him
next
an edge
game's answer.
rusher.
That's true.
These little
true.
TJ edge rusher. TJ, you gonna get the quarterback one, man?
We gotta start.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get the quarterback right now.
There we
I
go.
might get quarterback right now.
Actually, I don't know. He's gripping onto the snacks pretty well. I think he can play wide receiver.
He's a little slender little fella. He might be able to.
Hey, punt returner right there. That's all we need.
I'm
Oh my gosh.
I don't even
Lord.
I don't even know how to respond. to
Lord
I'll be-
Jesus. All right.
As a
It doesn't
Lord,
even make,
Lord,
it doesn't even make
Lord.
sense. We're moving on.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you, sir. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna pray for you, okay, sir? Golly, what the heck, bro?
But no, I mean, if I'm Terry, a free
Shoot.
trip to Spain, anybody? It's a free trip to Madrid. I wouldn't say no.
I'm not saying no. Shoot.
I
No.
was
Free trip to
listening
Madrid, heck yeah.
John Keim earlier. I think he was talking with the Junkies, and he was talking about how he wasn't excited to go and all this. And then after a minute or two, he's kind of had this moment of realization. He's like, I am traveling to Spain on someone else's dime, so I probably shouldn't complain. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's probably the right answer.
Hey, free
Yeah.
money is always good money, except when it's a WNBA player flying you out. Then I got questions. Anyways, my next question is Dietrich Wise flying out? Because he's been at home games too.
I think the difference with him is just that his season ending, so he doesn't have to worry about rehab trying to get back quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then he can just chill.
but
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That the fact he said WNBA can fly you out.
Flying
We
you
got
out.
questions.
hey,
We gotta
there's
think
always
about
been-
Debo.
What do you think about Debo? I mean,
He's been solid.
he's been solid. A few drops, but every wide receiver has dropped the ball. I think except McCaffrey, but now he's hurt. So it's who can you trust to catch the ball?
Luke is a low key hooper. I'm gonna
Dude.
say this. I don't think he'll ever get like 100 yards in a game, but if you throw it to him 3 times, he'll catch all 3 of them for 45 yards. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Or
That's all
56 yards and a 43-yard touchdown or something. Like,
I mean,
If he-
okay, the 50-yarder from Jaden against the Chargers, that is a difficult catch. Nobody, Terry might. It would have been tough for Terry. Like that is no one else has a chance aside from Terry. And Luke, who's been getting like no reps all year, snagged it. That one play, that one play, I'm not even kidding, was enough for me to say, okay, we got something there. I want to see him. He had the toe tap on the sideline a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Look, I've been on the Luke McCaffrey train since like a little after we drafted him because I was like, I got to do some scouting. I wasn't doing a lot of scouting on Rice wide receivers. DBs, yes, but not wide receivers. So I did the math and I was like, okay, we can use someone of this caliber. He has solidified hands. This is his 2nd or 3rd year actually playing wide receiver. Well, John, that's not an excuse. Well, guess what? Now most of us are saying, oh, Luke McCaffrey could have been a very solid wide receiver 3 or 4 and give him more reps. He would have been there. Guess what? We'll never know now because he's also injured.
Brent, I'm about to crack on you, and this is a joke, okay? But this is my favorite form of racism right here. Comparing white wide receivers to other white wide receivers. This
White on white crime.
white on white crop is crazy. Oh my gosh.
You can never compare a white wide receiver to a black wide. It's got to be a white guy on a white guy.
Edelman, Welker,
Yeah.
McCaffrey,
Renfro, Thielen.
Yeah.
Thielen. Oh, Steve Largent.
Oh
Steve
yeah.
Largent.
3 books.
Yeah. Who else you've got? What great wide? What
Jordy
Jordy
Nelson.
Oh, that's
Nelson?
a good one.
Air Jordy.
Yeah.
Air Jordy. That's my boy.
What other great wide receiver? I mean, if you want to throw like Adam Humphries in there just because
Dwight Clark.
Dwight
Clark.
Yeah. Who else can we throw in there?
Bolitnikov.
I mean, Jason Witten. I mean, he wouldn't play tight end, but he was kind of a big wide receiver.
Big slow one. Big slow one.
Luke's dad, Ed McCaffrey.
Ed McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Yep. That's a good one.
Chris
I mean,
Collinsworth.
Lukey Luke. Hey, start up the train. Shout out to Lukey Luke.
Luke
Man.
out here being the better McCaffrey brother is outrageous because CMC should quietly be in MVP conversations.
We talks. Nah, for real.
CMC's low-key a wide receiver these days, though. Have you seen his longest run this whole season is 16 yards?
It's yes.
Nah, for real. This man's playing wide receiver. He ain't playing running back
He gets
for
like
real.
90 receiving yards a game, so.
Hey,
like,
it's great for
bam,
PPR fantasy.
CMC.
Great for PPR.
Man, what? My man's averaging like 20 free fantasy points a week. Like he just OD'd on people.
I'm looking at the timeline. I think I got like less than 5 minutes left. So I'm just looking at the timeline if there's any breaking news. I open it up. First thing I see is the Eagles may have gotten away with a false start on a tush push.
Yep.
Of course they did, bro.
What else is new?
Oh, I just
What else is new?
Literally 3 of their linemen are blocking before they snap the ball.
Yep.
Cheating. This is cheating.
It's just all right. You know what? This is how we'll close out the play. Or the play. This is how we'll close out the show because it's a play that we've been talking about for a long time. And I know what my opinion is. I'm interested to hear your guys. I don't want to ban it because the Eagles are good at it. That's not what it is. I want to ban it because it cannot be officiated. It's like when Wilt Chamberlain first got to the NBA, or no, sorry, I think it was Kareem. When he first got to the NBA, they banned dunking because they didn't think it was fair because they didn't know what to do. And Shaq with like the hack-a-Shaq stuff, they had to change the rules because he was such a revolutionary player. So we're just at the point where they have no clue what to do. And honestly, it's in the Eagles' best interest not to do it because Jalen Hurts has the turning radius of a school bus now, whereas he came into the NFL as a legit like dual threat guy. Now he's still a very good runner in a straight line. If you ask him to move at all, it's like Bobby Wagner, putting Bobby Wagner at quarterback.
Yeah. It's not just because the Eagles are good at it, because Buffalo can do it from time to time, and I think occasionally, but Baltimore does it.
Yeah, Buffalo's.
It's not a football. Yeah, but it's not a football play. It's a rugby play. But John, isn't that just the same as football, but down under? No, Because in rugby, it's like 5-on-5, 6-on-6. With a football, the rugby football is the size of like Tone's kid. It's a massive ball. Also, pause.
You mean our quarterback number 1 this weekend?
That too. That too.
All right, come on, TJ, go for some passes, little man.
Yeah, but it's also a rugby play. Is you have your running back, your fullback, and one of your tight ends behind you, tushing, like literally pushing your tushing down inside the 1 or inside the field goal or inside the goal line. It's also a problem when you do it 4 straight times to get 1.5 yards. When you have arguably one of the best running backs in this league in Saquon Barkley, although this season doesn't look like it, arguably one of the better wide receivers in this league in A.J. Brown, but doesn't look like it this season. Arguably one of the better tight ends in this league in Dallas Goedert, but doesn't look like it this season. And arguably one of the better quarterbacks in this league than Jalen Hurts, but doesn't look like it. But yet, you know what I want to do? I want to participate in the reverse pregnancy and push into my center. Push across the goal line. Push underneath the glute and the testicular view of my offensive line.
You know, it's also literally not a fair play. It's in the NFL rulebook. The offense is allowed to push the offense. The defense is not allowed to push the defense.
Nope. Or jump over the offensive line, apparently.
Can you imagine if offensive pass interference was legal, but defensive pass interference was illegal? That is exactly what's happening here. It's an illegal play that they can't officiate.
Yeah, I agree. They should ban because you just can't officiate it. It's impossible to officiate. like the whole drink with the Giants when Hurts fumbled. They're like, it's not a fumble, it's forward progress. He fumbled the football, bro. What are we doing? Like, crazy. You can't officiate it. You can't officiate it.
Progress. After the play had ended, they went back and said, "Oh, forward progress." They did not call it live.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Trash.
They
got banned. It got banned. It got banned that drink. It just has to go.
All right, guys. Well, it's 8:59, so I think this is my cue. Guys, everyone in the live stream, appreciate you all being here. I know we're about to wrap up, but this video does get posted as a video, so hit the like button, helps us get out there in the algorithms. Also, make sure you go check out both these guys' channel. Also, Tim, who was with us earlier, all the links are down in the description below. If you guys want to join in on future live streams, you can do that. Join the full command Discord. The link is in the description as well. So we are going to head out of here. We appreciate all of you guys being here, and we will catch you in the next one.